So, hey guys, Chauzu here. So today we're going to talk about the new level limit break badge, and I'm going to be honest, this is probably the most disappointing one so far. This just feels like it really lacks any big sort of ambition. Not saying it's bad, it's just pretty underwhelming. But yeah, I guess we'll finish with the new Grand Voyage Legend in Mihawk, and we start with the Robins. Both are actually usable for sure. Let's take a look at the OG Robins. Cerebral had 3.75 times attack boost, recovery boost, recovery matching, damage reduction. So yeah, not good. Damage immunity for 1 turn, and changes adjacent slots to recovery, so no attack boost or anything. Now Robin is 5.25 times attack to Cerebral with matching slots, 5 times otherwise. Recovery buff is the same, now makes int recovery tandem slots and matching slot effects. 20% damage reduction, and any ore boost is extended by 1 turn. So pretty solid hit for sure. As for the special, still has damage immunity, still changes adjacent slots to recovery, reduces bind by 6 turns, and gives a 2.25 times ore boost to Cerebral for 2 turns. So yeah, this definitely makes Robin a lot more useful as a sub. As a captain, I don't really see any reason to use her. But yeah, like it's a fine buff. For a 6-star level limit break, this is definitely worthwhile. As for the 6+ Robin, before could go up to 4.5 times attack, 1.5 times recovery slots and matching, and 20% damage reduction. So aside from the attack boost, pretty similar to the 6-star. Special before, damage immunity for 1 turn, changes adjacent slots to recovery, and doubles Cerebral's attack for 2 turns. So let's see the changes, pretty similar to 6-star Robin. 5.25 times attack to Cerebral with matching slots, 5 times otherwise. Now she gets an HP boost, 1.25 times HP. Recovery is the same. Psi Recovery Tandem have matching slot effects. Reduces damage taken by 20%. And any attack boost applied is extended by 1 turn. So Psi Robin extends ore boost by 1 turn, and Int Robin extends attack boost for 1 turn. And yeah, this Robin does attack boost, the other does ore boost, so makes sense. They can actually be used together. Funnily, that might actually be an interesting video to make down the line. As for the special, all attacks deal no damage for 1 turn. Reduces attack down by 6 turns. So the other Robin does 6 turns of bind. This is 6 turns of attack down. Changes adjacent slots, including block slots, to recovery. And boosts Cerebral Character's attack by 2.2 times for 1 turn. And after 2 turns, boosts Cerebral Character's attack by 2.5 times for 1 turn. So yeah, this is pretty interesting. Usually, extending after 2 turns is bad, but like basically if you run Robin as captain, use her special, you get a 2-turn attack boost. So if stage 4, for example, of an arena has revive or something, you can kill in 2 turns. And then when you move on to the next stage, you do get the attack boost. So can work out like that. I'm also skeptical if the second attack boost gets extended. It might be, I'm not sure in these kind of scenarios. But yeah, it's a fine buff, but I think it should a bit more, to be honest. It feels like it's lacking a bit, like a lot of this level limit break batch. Moving on, let's go with Whitebeard. V2 Whitebeard, I've never been a big fan. Before, Whitebeard was -2 CD, up to 4.5 times attack to Powerhouse and Striker, 20% damage reduction, sets recovery to 0. Special before, Burn and Despair reduced by 4 turns, plus 0.7 chain boost, 2 times attack for Powerhouse and Striker, and if HP is below 50%, you get a 95% damage reduction and reduce Despair by 20 turns. This is, to be fair, a very neat special that has seen uses occasionally. As for the new Whitebeard, still -2 CD. Now we can go up to 5.5 times attack and 4.5 times minimum, so that's a big change. Still Powerhouse and Striker. Reduces damage taken by 20% when HP is 50% or above. Otherwise, it's a 30% damage reduction. So that makes sense. Always good damage reduction, but the lower the HP, the better. Recovery is still set to 0, which is a shame though. Special reduces burn the spear by 6 turns. That's a great change. Boost chain multiply by plus 1.1 for 1 turn, which is a decent buff. Could have probably been a bit more, but yeah, we take it. Powerhouse and Striker gets 2.25 times attack boost for 1 turn. And if HP is 50% or below and special is launched, reduces damage taken by 95% for 1 turn, and reduces the spear by 20 turns. Also increases the chain boost. So yeah, it becomes a 1.4 chain boost. That's actually neat. Yeah, it's a big change, basically the same but better numbers, like a lot of dispatch. Sadly, my own Whitebeard is only like, I like 7 copies basically. I have not pulled him for forever, so yeah, not going to be able to use this much unless a friend has one. We'll see. It's a good buff, but honestly, it's not exciting like leveling breaks usually are. Nami, which we thought was going to be the next Grand Voyage legend, might be once we move on to Arlong Park, who knows? Unless they go for like Nam or something. But the Nami before, she's a Dex-only captain, 4.5 times attack with matching slots. -1 CD, makes strength, quick recovery, have matching slots. Before, her special reduces paralysis burn by 3 turns, boosts type effects of normal attack or call affinity for free spirit driven cerebral and powerhouse by 1.75 times for 1 turn, and they also get a 2 turns war boost. Been a pretty good special for quite some time. I use this Nami regularly. She also has good sailors reducing paralysis and making dex matching, so pretty neat. As for level 150, now she's a -2 CD captain, so a speedrun captain. Dex, Cerebro, and Strikers now get attack boost. That's honestly so good. She was fun to try out as captain from time to time, but only Dex is so hard to use. Now we have some leeway. 1.3 times HP, and now also makes Tandemorphs matching together with Strength Quick Recovery. So that's nice. Special reduces paralysis burn by 6 turns. Yeah, that's a lot better. Changes character slot and adjacent slots to character's own type. So we also get some orb manip. That's super big. I appreciate that. 2 times call affinity and 2.25 times war boost. And now it's the whole crew, so that's also a great change. Would have loved if they swapped that so the call affinity was higher. Would have made her a lot more usable, but it is what it is. Still a very solid buff. I like this more than the others we've got, and I look forward to trying her. Mine is maxed, so I'll definitely give her a spin in the game, that is. So, moving on, let's talk about my favorite of dispatch, Sanji, one of the few Shane captains. I've been waiting for this. Sadly, mine isn't maxed yet, but it is what it is. Before, you needed 6 fighters on the crew. You also had -2 CD, so speedrun captain with level limerick expansion. Chain multiply growth rate 4 times, which is standard. Fighter character attack 1.75 times, also standard for chain caps. 1.2 times HP, and boost chance of landing on matching orbs the lower the HP is. So not the best, he's definitely been the worst chain captain before at least. These 250 times character attack inside damage to 1 enemy. Boost fighter character attack by 2.25 times for 2 turns. And if captain is fighter, you reduce the chain debuffs by 10 turns. On paper should be nice, but in reality, since it's only fighters, it hasn't seen much use because fighters is pretty bad, to be honest. Now you only need 4 fighters. That's huge in terms of team building, especially because of how chain captains work. Like the first 2 hitting in a chain, basically irrelevant. You can run whatever you want there, they will never do any damage, so that's very cool. -2 CD, still same growth rate. Attack boost goes up to 1.85 times, that's nice. 1.5 times HP, also buff. 10% damage reduction, 10 recovery matching slot effects. Yeah, a lot of good buffs here. And boost chance of fighter catch landing on own type slot to lower the HP is, so same as before. Tapping on this character with a Psy recovery tandem slot will apply 10% fight resistance to all enemies for 1 turn. Just a neat little bonus, means you do even more damage basically. So yeah, very nice. Love the buffs here, especially having more freedom in team building. Special, he deals more damage now. Fighters get 2.5 times attack boost for 2 turns. If captain has a tandem recovery when special is launched, you boost the chain multiplier by 1.2 times for 2 turns. That's very cool. This is actually only the second unit in the game with a special to boost the chain multiplier. The first was the Anniversary Sorrow, and now it's Sanji. And if you don't know, chain multiplier boost is the most important buff you can get for chain captains. It really increases the chain by a lot. So having that in the special, very good. You don't have to use duo units or such. So that's a great buff. And it still removes the chain debuff. So yeah, great buff. I look forward to trying him when I max him, whenever that is. Maybe I'll finally use some side level limit breaks, we'll see. This looks fun to use, so yeah. Finally, we won Mihawk. For the new Grand Voyage, I've seen people annoyed by that, but I'm pretty happy myself because I predicted a versus Zoro Grand Voyage half a year ago or so. And I thought it didn't happen because we got versus Mihawk instead, but we got both. The bad thing is that we're probably getting another Int Slasher. But on the pro side, like if you already have Int Slashers invested, you have a better starting point. Of course, if your Mihawk isn't ready, we want Mihawk, then that sucks. But yeah, it is what it is. Captain ability before, up to 3.75 times attack. And slightly boost chance of landing on own tile slot. Yeah, worthless. Special before, 2 of them. Basically, you take the damage you've done the last stage and you apply it again, but lower. So that's really dope. Doesn't include overkill, but it still usually can be useful. This Mihawk appears from time to time. So let's see how they buffed him. Captain ability. Now slashers get -1 CD. Slashers go up to 5.25 times attack now. 1.5 times HP, good chance of landing on own type slots. Pretty boring captain, but it's better, for sure. It's usable now. Special. Okay, level 1 will now reduce death up by 4 turns. Still deals 30% of the damage you've done last stage to all enemies. Makes it easier to land perfects for 1 turn. 2 times attack for slashers for 1 turn. And makes high insult and matching slot attacks for 1 turn. Yeah, that's great. And that's just 7 CDs. That's great for a 7 CD special. Level 2 reduces death up by 6 turns. Still deals 60% of the damage you did last stage. Makes it easy to land perfect strikes for 1 turn. Slashers get 2.5 times attack for 1 turn. And makes high int recovery tandem matching for 1 turn. So yeah, just a lot of good stuff. I hope they remove death up before adding the damage, because that means you can use Mihawk to remove death up and then do the damage and not need 2 specials for that. So that would be nice. Other than that, like, yeah, he can now be used without needing the damage gimmick he had before. But yeah, for Grand Voyage it will be interesting. At least one stage will probably use this. Usually it's the stage 5 revive or such. But they can do it in different ways. They can do it like when you enter stage 4 of Grand Voyage. It will have like 5 very high HP mobs. And they want you to do a lot of damage stage 3. To then stage 4 did a lot of damage with Mihawk, for example. They can be creative like that. I look forward to see what they do in any way. But yeah, that's all the new level limit breaks. Mostly lows, some highs. I hope next month is more exciting. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.